Good morning everyone, my name is Ray Vincent Milindaga. I am the reporter of Sexual Transmitted Infection or STI. What is sexually transmitted infection? With the advent of sexual modernity and with the variations of sexual relation and intimacy comes sexual transmitted disease. This problem results from the sexual adventures people suffer from the discomfort notwithstanding the psychological distress caused by these STIs. Ito yung mga natatransmit na mga sakit sa pamamagitan ng pagkikipagtalik. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng STI. Ito yung mga sakit. Chlamydia. Chlamydia is the most widespread infection that usually women who have this do not show symptoms, but in men, this cause burning sensation and discharge in their penis. So, yung chlamydia pala, pag yung babae ay meron nun, hindi yun nakikita basta-basta, pero sa lalaki meron na kagad epekto. If not treated in woman, this leads in pelvic inflammation, arthritis, damage in the urethra, and may cause sterility. Because women do not show symptoms of chlamydia, sexually active women under 26 years old should be tested for the disease yearly with diagnosis. This STI can be treated with antibiotics. So nagagamot pala siya basta malaman na kagad na merong sakit na ito. Next. Genital herpes. Yan yung picture. Genital herpes are small blister or some around the genitals that when it breaks open it causes excruciating pain. These sores usually heal after a few weeks but would reoccur 3 to 4 times in a year. So nawawala din pala siya, pero bumabalik din siya ng kaagad 3 to 4 times in a year. Herpes later outbreaks are not frequent, but because the infection cannot be remedied, women who really have the infection suffer psychological distress. Yung mga babae kadalasan nagkakaroon sila ng psychological distress dahil di nawawala ito, pabalik-balik lang yung sakit na ito. Gonorrhea. And sigurado narinig nyo na yan. Gonorrhea is the longest recognized by the scientists. Longest na kilala na. This infection has no symptoms but can cause burning sensation when urinating. Wala daw itong symptoms but mararamdaman mo pag umiihi ka masakit, parang nasusunog. And discharge in the penis or vagina. Gonorrhea may result to infertility in men. Yung gonorrhea pala, yung sakit na yun, di na magka-fertile yung lalaki. And pelvic inflammation for women. Antibiotics can cure this infection but not completely. Nagagamot ng antibiotics pero hindi siya yung totally nagagamot ng sobra-sobra. Syphilis. This first show itself in a small wound, maliit pa lang, at the point of sexual contact. In the second stage, rashes appear. Magkakaroon daw ng rashes. This infection disease may affect the brain, heart, and even growing fetus. Nakaka-apekto pala itong syphilis sa mga utak natin, sa puso, tsaka sa bata na nandun sa sinapupunan ng babae. If syphilis is diagnosed early, it can be cured by antibiotics. Kailangan malaman kaagad na kung meron ka sakit na ito para maagapan kaagad. Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome o AIDS. AIDS. These past decades, there is no sexually transmitted infection disease that has most severe impact on sexual behavior and the whole society than this acquired immune deficiency syndrome. These AIDS are caused by a virus, the human immunodeficiency virus, which destroy our body immune system. Itong sakit pala na to ay isang virus, hindi lang siya basta-bastang sakit, kundi siya ay virus na sumisira sa ating immunodeficiency o yung lakas natin pinapahina nito yung immune system natin. Paano ba ito na ipapasa? Pamamagitan ng semen and blood are the vehicles of transmission. Abstinence. AIDS in US was found among gay men. Then it is spread to other population through intravenous drug user and to various sexual activities. This disease causes great damage to people and the leading cause of death. The extent of the AIDS global epidemics made significant changes in people's sexual behavior. People become conscious to engage in casual sex with newfound acquaintance, and the use of condom has increased. Nevertheless, the only proof of avoiding AIDS is complete abstinence. Mamaya papaliwanag natin yung abstinence kung ano yung abstinence talaga. But some people find this is not realistic. To avoid or reduce contracting AIDS and other sexually transmitted diseases, safer sex should be practiced. Sabi dun sa US, yung AIDS daw yung pinaka causes ng disease sa kanila doon. Nakikita nila to sa mga gay, and sabi ng ibang tao abstinence ay kailangan, pero yung iba naman di naniniwala. Ang sabi lang nila ay safer sex ang kailangan ng tao. Ito yung mga contraceptives. So, yung iba dyan nakarinig na neto pero iyaano ko pa rin. It cannot be said that due to the negative impact of sexually transmitted diseases, sexuality, sexual behavior, and sexual fulfillment and ecstasy cannot be condoned because these are parts of human persons. However, this sexuality be channeled toward ethical sexual behavior, not sexual liberation. Human sexual power should be proactive, an expression of sexual energy to a kind of relationship that procreate. May negative din kasi yung sexual, kaso nga lang, bilang tao, kailangan din natin ito. Kung kinakailangan at ayaw natin magkaroon ng sakit, gumagamit tayo ng mga contraceptives. Generally, procreation is the basic reason for the sexual act, hence couple should have this in mind. Literature on contraceptives keeps flowing. Natural method, yung mga natural, for the word natural means yung natural lang, hindi yung gumagamit ng kung ano-ano pa. The natural method, termed fertility awareness, pertains to the method of planning and stopping pregnancy through the observance of the natural signs and symptoms of the fertility and safe periods of the menstrual cycle. Sexual contact should be prevented during the fertile period of avoid pregnancy. Unang-una yung the rhythm or calendar method. A rhythm or calendar method. This rhythm method is the safest one. It is fertility tracing method by using a calendar. The woman has to note her ovulation period and menstrual cycle. Usually, ovulation occurs more or less 12 to 16 days prior to menstruation or 14 days to the next menstrual period. This rhythm is possible if the woman's menstrual cycle is regular. So, ginagamit to ng mga babae yung calendar method. Inalam nila kung kailan sila kung kailan ulit sila huling menstruate, tapos kung kailan magpifertile yung kanilang egg cell, para malaman kung kailan pwede silang safe na makipag-sex sa kanilang partner nang hindi nakakasagabal sa pagbuo. The cervical mucus method, temperature. This method has to rely on the familiarity of the body processes. Familiarity daw ng inyong body. After a woman's menstruation, there is a vaginal discharge. May lumalabas dyan pagkatapos nyo ma-menstruate, which indicates woman is fertile. This mucus discharge that comes after a woman's menstruation is cloudy and sticky at first. Yan, nakikita nyo naman sa picture. After few days, the mucus turns thinner and clearer, watery, slippery, and runny fluids that look like raw egg white. Parang siyang sa itlog, yung kulay puti lang doon. This is the time of ovulation and high risk of pregnancy. Ibig sabihin pala, pag may lumabas din sa menstruation nyo na para siyang sa itlog na kulay puti, nag-ovulate na yung egg at malaki ang chance na mabuntis kayo pag nakipagtali kayo sa araw na yon. After some days of discharge becomes thicker and drier. What the woman has to do is examine this discharge every single day. This method is 97% effective only for women with regular menstrual cycle. Tandaan nyo, ginagamit lang to pag regular yung menstruation nyo. Basal body temperature. Ginagamitan ng temperature. This method makes use special type of thermometer. Meron siyang type of thermometer yan, hindi lang siya basta-bastang thermometer. To record changes of temperature. The woman has to record her temperature daily before getting up or before doing anything in the morning. Ginagamit nila tong temperature lalo na sa kababaihan. Pagkagising ng umaga, bago kayo gumawa ng mga activity nyo sa araw na yon. An increase of body temperature of half a degree Celsius means there is an ovulation, so that couple should refrain from sexual contact. Pag tumas daw ng half a degree yung temperature nyo sa regular, ibig sabihin na o-ovulate kayo sa araw na yun. Symptothermal method. This method is a combination of basal body temperature and cervical mucus method. So papaiksiin ko na lang kasi yung basal, 'di ba, may may temperature kayong kinukuha. Kung mainit kayo, nag-ovulate. Tas yung cervical mucus method naman, yun yung may nakikita kayong lumalabas sa menstruation nyo. Pag yun ganun ang itsura tapos mainit talaga ang temperature nyo, malaki ang possibility na nag-ovulate ang isang babae. Whichever comes first. This is 98% effective for women's regular or normal fertility. Abstinence. Ito na yung abstinence ulit. Ito yung natural method talaga. Is preventing pregnancy by not having sexual contact. Yung abstinence pala, yun yung hindi pakikipagtalik sa partner mo kahit sa sino. Nang totally ayaw mo talaga. Which semen may come in contact with the vulva, the outer female vagina. This method is 100% effective preventing pregnancy. Bakit ko nasabing 100? Kasi hindi ka magpapagamit sa partner mo sa kahit sino. Douche. Douche is done by washing the sperm and semen deposited in the vagina with medical solution just after the sexual contact. This method cannot be reliable because some sperms may have gotten inside the vagina before douching. Yung pagkatapos ninyo magtalik, may tubig dyan na medical solution na i-spray sa vagina ng babae para hindi na pumasok ng tuloy-tuloy yung semen ng lalaki. Kaya douche ang tawag dyan. Withdrawal, alam niyo na siguro to. This is the withdrawal of the penis from the vagina prior to ejaculation. Because it is difficult to time the ejaculation, some sperms might be released in the vagina before the complete ejaculation. This method is not very reliable for preventing pregnancy and not psychological due to frustration on both partners. Yung withdrawal, pag magre-release na yung partner mo na lalaki, ilalabas niya yun. Ang sabi dito, this is not very reliable kasi minsan akala mo hindi pa lumabas pero lumabas na pala siya. Kaya sinabi rin dito na nagkakaroon ng frustration kasi hindi kayo masaya sa nangyayari kasi labas-labas lang, di ba? Prolonged lactation or lactational amenorrhea. LAM is considered natural contraceptive that protect the woman from pregnancy, particularly during the first 6 months after giving birth. It is because breastfeeding is the prime factor in delaying menstruation. Yung pagbe-breastfeed pala sa bagong panganak ng 6 months, nakakapagpatagal to ng ovulation ng isang babae. While the baby suck, the nipples become stimulated, causing the woman to manufacture prolactin. Pag dumidede daw yung baby, nagpo-produce yung babae ng prolactin or oxytocin, a hormone that induces the flow of milk. Prolactin is likewise believed to control ovulation on the lactating mother and increase the flow of milk. Hence, the longer of lactation of the mother, the prolonging of the pregnancy added to the breastfeeding is the benefit it gives to both the mother and the baby. Tsaka mas maganda yung kasi mas maganda yung gatas ng nanay ipainom sa baby kasi natural yun talaga yung purpose nun. Tsaka nakakapagpatagal din ng ovulation yung ganong proseso. Artificial method. Pill or oral contraceptives. This is a tablet of man-made hormone called estrogen and progesterone, imitating the hormone in female's body. These hormones are of two kinds, the COC combined oral contraceptive and POP, progesterone-only pills. The estrogen controls the maturing the egg cells. Ginagamit pala to para hindi na mag-mature yung egg cells ng babae and prevents it release from the ovary, while the progesterone changes the lining of the uterus and the consistency of the cervical mucus. These two man-made estrogen and progesterone prevent the meeting of the egg cell and sperm. Thus, no pregnancy. Usually, the woman has to take this pill regularly for 21 days in the menstrual cycle. Iniinom to ng babae ng 21 days ng regular araw-araw. The morning after pill is an emergency birth control which prevents a woman from pregnancy even after unprotected sex act. This method stops pregnancy due to the high dose of hormone. This morning after pill called Postinor pala ang tawag dyan, prevents egg cell ovulation and disrupt the uterine lining to stop. Piniprevent niya yung ovulation ng egg cell, implantation of fertilized egg or zygote. Here in the Philippines, the Postinor, which is injected to the woman every 3 months, is an abortion-causing pill. Yung tinuturok pala ay abortion-causing pill. The pro-life group admonished the selling of this pill because the fertilized egg or zygote, which has already a life on its own, is aborted. Pag nabuo na pala yun, tapos gumamit ka ng ganun, ibig sabihin na abort na yung bata, ibig sabihin yung ganyan pala ay abortion pill na yung tawag dyan. Implants are matchstick-sized rubber silicone rods, capsules, or tubes containing progesterone. Nagko-contain to ng progesterone yung stick na nilalagay dyan sa may baba ng muscle ng babae. The skin generally at the upper arm. These silicone rods release low dose of hormone to stop ovulation and cause thickening of the cervical mucus, preventing the sperms from penetration. Surgical method or sterilization. This method can stop the sperm and egg cell from meeting in the fallopian tube by cutting or tying fallopian tube through hospital or clinic operation. Ginagawa to sa babae. Yung iba pinuputol yung fallopian tube para hindi na mag-meet yung sperm tsaka egg. Yung iba naman iniipit o kaya basta iniipit yan tas iniikot para hindi lang magtagpo. Vasectomy. Kung kanina sa babae ang ginagawang operation, ito naman sa lalaki. For male, sterilization is done by cutting or searing the two deferens. Ito nakikita nyo sa picture, inutol itong nasa gilid. The tube carrying the sperms from the testes to the penis to stop the sperm mixing the seminal fluid. This is a permanent or irreversible back surgery, a 15 to 20 minutes operation. This surgery is done by cutting slit the scrotum, the skin bag that hang the testes. Permanent na to, hindi na to mabubuo ulit. pag gusto nyo talagang, kung ayaw nyo na talagang magkaanak, magpapavasectomy yung lalaki. Male condom or prophylactic latex. This condom is a synthetic or artificial sheet worn over the penis before sexual act to prevent the sperm from entering the uterus. This has sealed tip that catches the semen during ejaculation. The condom has to be removed instantly after sex act. Otherwise, if delayed, may cause the sperm spilling into the cervix. Kailangan pag nag-ejaculate ni lalaki, tatanggalin nyo na rin kasi minsan may times na pag di natatanggal na pupunit, nagkakaroon ng may accident sex pa rin ang nangyayari. Diaphragm or cervical cup. This cup is a thin rubber bowl shaped disc with flexible rim that fits on top of the vagina to cover the cervix and prevent the sperm from its entrance to the vagina and reaching the egg inside. This diaphragm should be fitted 2 to 3 hours before sexual contact and be removed some hours later. Yung itong cervical cup na to ginagamit sa babae, hinaharang dun sa may cervix ng babae para hindi makadala yung sperm. Nilalagay ito pag magtatali kayo ng partner nyo, inilalagay ito 2 to 3 hours bago. Tapos tatanggalin nyo to pagkatapos ng ilang oras. Sponge. Katulad din nung kanina pero iba naman tong style na to. Sponge is a soft dowted shape device of spongy materials that has spermicide before it is inserted prior to sexual act. It should be moistened and let stay in place for about 6 hours after, but it can stay for 24 hours if sexual contact is repeated. This sponge works like the diaphragm, which serves a blockage for the sperm entering the uterus. So tumatagal to ng 24 hours, mas matagal to. Pwedeng hindi tanggalin yung sponge kaysa dun sa cervical. So yun lang, salamat.